Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
The religious aspect is how I see it. It's always going to come. It's going to stop everything. Once there are religious ideologies, I don't see how they're going to make laws without religion. And once that religion kicks in, it's going to tear everything down.
So I got an answer for that. It's simple. See, what I've been talking about for the last 5 years, on Blog Talk Radio and such, is the fact that when you start talking about nationhood, right, and real nationhood, I'm not talking about everybody getting together and pumping their fists and wearing dashikis and kufis. That's not what I'm talking about nationhood. Nor am I talking about people wearing afros and doing a bunch of ungawas and all that stuff. That's not nationhood what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about nationhood people saying Hotep and Assalamu Alaikum. That's not nationhood what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that we look at our history totally. You have to ask yourself this one question. Was it right for them to bring us to this country, right? No. And then look at the future, look at the past, and look at where we're going, currently to Black America, and look at the future. Now, if you don't know that, the past, the present, and the future, then you look at if you don't know what's going on in the future, then you say to yourself, are we better off if we went alone and just built our own things, or we just stay here to do what we're doing? If you choose to stay here and do what you're doing right, then you get locked down into this religion and this religion. Why? It's simple. This is very, very important. It's because, like Marcus Garvey once said, the black people in America, the reason why we have all these things, we keep failing and all stuff, is because just like during slavery, it goes like the infrastructure. The infrastructure in the context that we live in is controlled by somebody else, right? Like, let me give you an example. At a mass shooting today in Washington, D.C., okay? A lot of black people are like, oh, yeah, well, you don't see a lot of black people concerned about it. Why? Because we automatically expect that somebody, a white man, is going to make sure that we don't get shot. We know that there's laws in place, and we take our chances every day when we get on the train, and that train is going to get from point A to point B because it had regular inspections. We go on an airplane, right? If you watch the movie Flight, I watched the movie Flight yesterday, and you expect that there's a system in place to make sure that plane gets regular maintenance and everything. Uh-huh. We do all these things. Why? Because another race of people provides for us. So therefore, black people in America, a lot of organizations cannot be considered serious because the context of what they live in is reliant on somebody else. How can you call somebody a devil and you basically living and dependent on that same devil for your bread, your food, your safety, your travel, your transport, your education, everything?